Has the government thrown former Nairobi governors Mike Sonko and Evans Kidero under the bus? That is the question many keen observers and people who understand Kenya are asking. According to the very latest revelations from Kenya's anti-corruption agency, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, conclusive evidence has proved that the individuals cannot explain the source of their wealth. Yeah. Others on that list of people cannot explain the sources of their wealth are former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu Babayao and Samburu Counties Moses Lenakulal. Now, before we go any further, let us get things into perspective. People in Kenya who cannot explain the source of their wealth are many. Indeed, many subscribers on this channel were educated with fans of people who cannot explain the source of their wealth. Bila kizungu mingi, corruption money. You see, unlike other developed countries, like the United States for instance, where you can say so-and-so made money from computers, so-and-so made money from setting up units of laundry shops, etc., etc. In Kenya, the situation is very different. We have a lot of very wealthy people who don't own a factory, who don't even own any business that is capable of generating a fraction of what they're worth. That is very normal in Kenya. And this is the main reason why the government of Mwai Kibaki in 2003 made very spirited efforts to set up a powerful anti-corruption agency. But of course, over the years, corruption has fought back. Corruption always fights back because money is power. And those with ill-gotten wealth do not hesitate to use their money to protect themselves, to make these cases against them go away. But even with those hiccups, what is very clear now is that we're heading towards a situation where it will be much more difficult than before for people to amass corruption money. This may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen in the next 5 years. But soon, and very soon, we will have a country with some sanity. You know, it is very interesting, and indeed it is very sad, how generations of Kenyans have been brought up to believe that there's nothing wrong with corruption money. I vividly remember, when I was young and still in school, I was very angry at my father, especially one day when the parents of a friend of mine purchased a brand new vehicle for their son, to drive around, to go to the carnival with. Yes, carnival was the place to be those days for school kids. And I was very much aware of the many troubles that had come upon my dad as a result of refusing to be corrupt. I reasoned, everybody's doing it. Why didn't he do it? Instead, his response is that he gave me long and very boring lectures on why somebody should never in this life think of taking shortcuts. I watched him struggle with his many side projects to make money, and I told myself, this man is not smart. These side projects were like farming, real estate, which eventually succeeded, but it took decades of paying back a bank loan that never seemed to end. And meanwhile, this man took joy in talking about people who had taken shortcuts and become very wealthy. And he talked about corruption like the money these people had corrupted was his personal funds. Oh yes. And I just hated him more. Well, older and wiser, and looking back today, there are many things I found out over the years about these shortcut people. Most of them had a lot of money, but also a lot of problems. Many of them had health issues that cost them fortunes to treat, mostly abroad. Most of them never really enjoyed their wealth. Those of us who understand and embrace spiritual issues know the answer. Those people's problem was dealing with caste money. Because sometimes your corruption money denies medicine in a small clinic in the countryside. And as a result, somebody's child passes away. Because somebody corrupted the funds meant to buy medicine for that hospital, etc., etc. So corruption money is caste money. Anyway, I'm fully aware that many of us on this channel have no time for spiritual matters. So let's move on. Many Kenyans remember the time when former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko was the blue-eyed boy of the government. He could do no wrong. Many on this channel also remember the time when Evans Kidero was the blue-eyed boy of the Orange Democratic Movement, and indeed its leader, Raila Odinga. Is it possible that the government of Kenya and the ODM party were not aware of the fact that these individuals could not account for their vast wealth? As per conclusive investigations carried out by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, of course not. They knew, but chose to protect those individuals, which of course is very normal in Kenya. So what has changed now? Well, this is one of the key lessons about using politics to protect your wealth, whether you've gotten it genuinely or through corrupt means. Things change. Vindu vichenjanga. Especially because when you're in politics, it is very normal to accumulate powerful political enemies, people who want you out of the way. And so sooner rather than later, somebody is going to throw you under the bus for political convenience. That is really what it is. Now, we also need to be realistic. These individuals have not yet been successfully convicted. In fact, they have strongly denied the allegations of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Bottom line, nothing has happened yet. Nobody has been proven to be corrupt yet. Indeed, many times, these are cases of blackmail. Do this and that, and we will assist you for these cases to go away. Failure to do what we want will throw you under the bus. Those are usually the conversations going on. And so, it is very likely that these cases will go away. It is very likely that the Anti-Corruption Agency will not be able to prove in a court of law that the said individuals are guilty of anything. Still, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And this is best illustrated by the following statistic. Out of the 275 cases the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has taken to court in recent years, it has managed to get 169 convictions. That's well over half. We're getting there. Slowly, mos, but we're getting there. Shortcut sio mzuri. Fanya kazi kupata pesa yako. Na kuiba mali ya umma itasababisha ulaaniwe wewe na watoto wako. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please remember to give me a like. And if you're interested in deeper information, like whether the said individuals are guilty or not, with the details, kindly take the time to listen to the following short message from me. While I try my very best to give you real value on this public channel and to give you all the valuable information I can, the truth is there's some information that is way too sensitive to share on this public channel. That information usually ends up in my weekly intelligence briefings, which is usually moto kama pasi. Just to give you a few examples, what really happened to former President of Tanzania, Dr. John Pombe Magufuli? Is it true that he passed on at a Nairobi hospital? Actually, the Magufuli inside story is nothing short of mind-boggling. Most people who have taken in my WIB number 52, which contains this information, have been left breathless. Even the most hardened cynics have been left bila words, if I can put it in the Kenyan way. Another example of a WIB that I published recently. There is a secret that those who are close to Raila Odinga have guarded and continue to guard with everything they have. Why is this particular secret so sensitive? And what is it anyway? It is contained in one of my WIBs. In fact, a recent one. And there's much more, including things you'd never imagine that are happening in the corridors of power that neatly explain what we see unfolding in the public domain. Bottom line, you will never look at Kenyan politics in the same way again after you become a WIB subscriber. Indeed, it is true to say that in most instances, the truth is stranger than fiction, and sometimes much more difficult to believe than fiction. But it remains the naked truth. And now you have a golden opportunity of becoming a weekly intelligence briefing subscriber on a monthly basis, which will automatically give you access to every single WIB ever produced. Oh yes, I will send you all the WIBs immediately you become a subscriber. And to become a monthly subscriber, all you need is $9.95 only, or Kenya shillings 995 only. Simply send a blank email to the email address you see on your screens right now, and you'll get an automated response via email instantly, within seconds, with full payment instructions and what you need to do. The same full payment instructions are also included in the description area below this video on YouTube. I strongly recommend that you go for it, because this offer will not last for much longer. I really look forward to seeing you on the other side as a WAB subscriber. Thanks so much for your support. It means a lot to me. And I'm saying that very sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I look forward to seeing you on the other side as a WAB subscriber. Until next time, this is Kshs. Kumekucha.